shit, yeah, they breath stank. Walk up in the club, dripping like I'm fresh paint. I could see through the facade like an...
What's going on, fight fans? It's another great day when you love MMA. Welcome back to Mad Matty Fight Talk. So we just had a huge fight card going down in San Antonio, Texas. It was UFC Fight Night. You had Marlon Chito Vera taking on Corey, the Sandman, Sandhagen. And then you had Holly Holm taking on Yana Santos. The whole fight card was pretty good, pretty stacked. Holly Holm actually did a great job implementing some grappling, something that we haven't really seen her use too much. Got in some very dominant positions, ended up winning a big decision over Yana Santos. Man, for Holly Holm, in the long career that she's had, she's still ranked number 3, so very impressive. But in this video, I want to dive right on into the main event. There was a lot of big implications on the winner of this fight potentially getting a title shot in the Bantamweight. Bantamweight is extremely stacked. Now, if you guys know the UFC, you know Aljamain Sterling is a champ, and he will be fighting Henry Cejudo very soon. But in a big implicating fight of who should be the next contender, a lot of people were saying Chito Vera should have got the title shot, that he should be the one fighting for the belt next. Big fan base, big hype around this guy. Then you got Corey Sandhagen, the dark horse, who keeps taking out top talent. And even if he's not taking out top talent, he's having very close fights with very good fighters. Now, Corey Sandhagen came out and fought an excellent game plan. He used a lot of grappling, a lot of the similar things he did against Song Yadong. He took Marlon down in the first 2 rounds, came out on fire. His punches were sharp, took Chito Vera down, got in some very dominant positions. Now, Chito Vera started very, very slow in this fight. It was not impressive at all. He let Corey Sandhagen dictate where this fight was going to go. He pretty much gave up the first 2 rounds. Now, going into the third, it was a little bit more even. And even in the slower rounds where Sandhagen kind of took his foot off the gas, it was still pretty equal of a battle. It was very hard to decide who would win those kind of rounds. Corey Sandhagen, to me, did a lot more in this fight to win. What really blows my mind, and probably a lot of you guys that watched the fight, is that it was a split decision. So split decision means that some judge thought Chito Vera won the fight. I thought Sandhagen won 4-1, just across the board. If like every judge should have probably saw the same thing. And the one round that I gave Chito Vera, it was a close round, and it could have gone either way. I gave it to him because he was a little bit more aggressive and landed the bigger shots in that round. I think it was the 3rd or 4th round that I gave him. I'd have to go back and rewatch the fight. But 4-1 across the board. In what crazy-ass world did some judge give Chito Vera the entire fight? They thought he won 3-2 or 4-1. Regardless, what the hell is going on with the judges? That shit is madness. It's crazy. And I can't even believe that it was a split decision. Corey Sandhagen should have won a unanimous decision. He did an outstanding job to solidify himself as the #1 contender. Now, with all that out of the way, the most unimpressive thing about Sandhagen's performance was his post-fight interview. Michael Bisping gets in there telling him he did a great job, congratulating him on his performance, and asks him, a lot of people thought Chito Vera was going to fight for the belt. What do you want next? Who's next for you? A lot of us want to be champions. I want to be the #1 contender. I want to fight the #1 contender. Bro, why would you not ask for a title fight? He asked to fight Merab. I'm like, dude, Merab doesn't want to fight for the belt. So he is going to be the gatekeeper from now on. Dana White's made that pretty clear. You're either going to fight your friend or you're going to probably never see the belt. So with that being said, Sandhagen goes and calls out Merab. I mean, look, I get it. Aljo's fighting Henry in like May or something like that. Cejudo and Aljo are going to go at it to become the champion, right? They're fighting for the belt. Why would you not say, I want the winner of that fight? I've earned it. I fought everybody, like every top fighter you could give me. I went in there. I put on a hell of a performance. Every time he's fought, it's been a great fight. So I'm just like, I was kind of blown away that he would ask for Merab of all people. I get it. He's a good businessman for the company. He's a company man, as they say. He wants to, prove himself or whatever. I don't understand why you would go in there and risk losing a title shot to a guy like Merab, who is a good fighter, but also doesn't want to fight his friend for the belt. Not a smart call for Sandhagen. It kind of pissed me off because I'm like, dude, I'm a huge fan of you. Why would you want to go and do that and risk losing your spot? Because I'm pretty sure, what he could have did was ask for the winner of Aljo and Cejudo, because the winner of that is most likely going to fight Sean O'Malley. By doing that, he's putting the pressure on Dana White to make possibly a Sugar Sean O'Malley and Corey Sandhagen fight for the #1 contender and just take Merab out of the picture because he doesn't even want to fight for the belt. This is madness. I just don't get what some of these people are thinking. Corey's a great fighter, but he's not a great speaker. I don't know why you would ask for Merab. Now, I get it. Merab is ranked number 1 currently. Then you got Sean O'Malley number 2. Chito Vera was number 3, but he's definitely going down the rankings. Petr Yan's still up there, but I think he's also going down the rankings. Corey's probably going to move to number 3. So with that being said, he did ask for the next biggest fight, which is Merab. But I would ask for the title at this point because he deserves it. But there's other big matchups to make. You know, what's next for the bantamweights? If Aljo wins, that would have been a pretty easy matchup to make. You know, you either could put Sean O'Malley or Sandhagen, and it would be a hard decision on who you would want to put in there if you're Dana White. So to me, Sandhagen kind of shot himself in the foot. So I think the winner of Aljo and Henry Cejudo is definitely going to be fighting Sean O'Malley. And that fight for Aljo and Cejudo is going to be going down in May. Now I think Sandhagen, he's going to get what he asked for. You're going to get to fight Merab, but, you know, Merab's pretty content on being a gatekeeper. And his style of fight is a lot different than the guys he's been fighting. He's going to be dealing with a lot of wrestling, a lot of defending takedowns, and not really being the aggressor with the takedowns. But we'll see. I mean, it's going to be an interesting matchup. I also heard that Dominic Cruz wants to fight Cody Garbrandt. They might run that back. But the big matchup that I'm very excited for in bantamweight is Ricky Simone's going to be taking on Song Yadong. That fight is just going to be unbelievable. Ricky Simone is so talented, man. If you guys haven't seen this guy fight, definitely check it out. I'll probably drop a link to some highlights in my description, so check that out because Ricky Simone is so good. Song Yadong is an elite fighter, so this is going to be one hell of a matchup. I'm very intrigued to see how that fight's going to play out. So a lot of good fighters in bantamweight. The bantamweight division stays spicy. It stays deep. It's a lot like the lightweight division in the UFC. What do you guys think of the matchup between Chito Vera and Sandhagen? What do you think of the call-out? To me, I thought it was stupid. I would have asked for the belt, but that's me. I'm greedy like that. Hit me in the comments. Let me know what you guys thought. Don't forget, like this video, subscribe to my channel, share my content if you fuck with me. I'll see you guys on the next one.
Haters talking shit, yeah, they breath stank. Walk up in the club dripping like I'm fresh paint. I can see through the facade like an